Hi, and welcome to the Scary Goals Club. I am your host, Hazel Robertson, and I believe that to make the impact that you know you are called to make in the world, it requires setting bigger, scarier goals and then becoming the person who creates them. That is what I am here to show you how to do. That's what we're diving into with mindset, tools, tricks, really simple, practical, actionable steps you can take and start applying straight away. Because whatever you believe, we have this one life that we definitely know about. Start making the impact you know you want to make in the world. Fear is not a reason to stop. We keep going. We work through the fear. That is what we do in the Scary Goals Club. So come on in, come join, hit subscribe, and let's get started. Hi, and welcome to the Scary Goals Club podcast. Now, today's episode I am really excited about because this is the episode I wish I had had when I was first starting to understand my ADHD diagnosis, even before I was diagnosed, and I was Googling and searching for things online and trying to figure out, like, okay, what did this whole thing mean? What is this ADHD? What does it mean for me? And even when I was going through the diagnostic process, and like when you're going through the process, it's like filling out all these forms or multiple times and getting other people in your life to comment on the things that you're struggling with, the things that you find hard, and even just like the language of the forms. Like I was so emotionally drained after filling them out, not only because forms feels hard. It's like, especially something I'm like, I don't really want to do this. And you're like looking at yourself and your life honestly. And it can feel really hard and really heavy. And especially like when I had the diagnosis, it was like, oh, this just this ADHD that I'm stuck with. And well, that's just it. And it almost became this excuse for why some things were hard and why I couldn't do some things and I would never do some things. And I got into this very like disempowering negative spiral of what ADHD meant for me. And I didn't pause to think until a psychiatrist asked me, I talked about this in the last episode, like, do you want to change some of these things about yourself? And it was genuinely the first time I'd ever considered, like, oh, wait, what if actually some of these things are a gift? And there's an amazing a doctor called Ned Hallowell. And so he's written a book, ADHD 2.0, and he talks a lot about how the ADHD brain is like a Ferrari. It's like got a Ferrari engine power and it's got bicycle brakes. And he also talks just the way he empowers it. It's like, okay, so you just need to build up the brakes, like be able to put the brakes on and then let it run with all the amazing things that it is capable of. And as he describes, it's like the things that the ADHD brain can do, that people that have ADHD, like you can't buy these things. You can't learn these things. This is just the way that our brain is wired. And he calls them superpowers. And it's taken me maybe a bit to kind of get right into that. But now I'm like, oh, actually, there are things that I just find so easy, things that just come effortlessly that other people wish they would be able to do. And it's like, you can't always train yourself to do these things. And yet you can train yourself to put on, as he calls it, like the brakes. You can train yourself to regulate your emotions and manage your time and all of those other things that can feel harder with ADHD. But the benefits of it and the things that come with it, the more positive aspects, like you have them and they're gifts. And when we can, I guess it's like with anyone, with any brain, when we can lean into and celebrate our gifts and celebrate our uniqueness and like what makes us and how we act, and like lean into the things that feel easier, lean into the things that come more naturally, and start to step away from or have some tools to manage the things that feel a bit harder, that's when everything just feels like flowier and easier. And it's like we're working in a way that like lights us up and we're living in a way that lights us up. So this episode, I am going to talk through 10 things that I love about your ADHD brain. It's also my ADHD brain, and I'll talk about it a bit as well, but these are things that I love about your brain. And so just taking some of these and thinking, do these actually resonate with you? And what if you started to like, even just picking one, like, oh, what if I could celebrate this about myself? What if I could like lean into this and like, yeah, this is a gift. Sure, there's other bits, like with anything, there's always going to be different perspectives of looking through it. And sometimes we want to look through different perspectives. And I just want to offer you a slightly different perspective of, okay, what if these are gifts and how could you lean into that? And like, what would be different if you celebrated it? So I'm going to just dive in. So here are 10 things I love about your ADHD brain. You probably get very excited about the small things. You have so much energy and enthusiasm for life and for the things that you see. And for me, I get excited about like the smallest things. So like if my son is like, look, I found a pine cone, or like, look, there's a bumblebee. I'm like, this is amazing. Or if I'm like eating food, I'll be like, this is so good. And even some of my friends will pick up on it and be like, But it's like I get so excited and enthusiastic about like the smallest, tiniest little things. And I'm sure this is you as well. And so like the second part of all of this is like not only getting excited about the small things, but like you like having this energy, you become magnetic to other people. Other people want to be around you when you are excited and enthusiastic about life and about the small things and about like the things that you're really interested in and passionate about. Others pick up on that as well. And so you like just by being you and like leaning into the bits that feel amazing and the bits that light you up and the bits that feel exciting with your interest-led brain, you're going to light others up around you. You're going to lift them up and help them get passionate and excited about what you're excited about, because enthusiasm, like it's contagious. And especially as a leader, when you are changing the world and working sustainability and like climate and doing things in a different way, when you are so into something and you're so passionate about it, like your team are going to feel it. Others around you are going to feel it. You're able to then influence and actually create that change that you want to see in the world. And it's just by focusing on like letting go of the stuff that feels harder and focusing more on like what is it that lights you up, and you're going to bring others along with you. The third one is, if you're anything like me, you are spontaneous and you are fun. You're fun to be around. You have all these like crazy ideas that like hit you and you're like, oh, I want to go do this now. And like, oh, let's do this thing. And of course, there's the flip side of that, of being impulsive. But actually being able to be spontaneous adds excitement and interest into your day, your life, into those around you, brings them along with you. So like for me, sometimes my spontaneous, like crazy ideas could be like, ooh, let's go, and like, especially now it's warmer, it's like, oh, let's go have a picnic, or like, oh, let's go for a swim, or let's get up at sunrise and like go for a hike. Any of these ideas that like can just snap us out of the routine and the structure and the day to day, which it's easy for then weeks to like blend into each other. It's like our brains, our interest-led brains crave novelty and excitement and interest. And so we come up with these amazing ideas and we can bring others along with us. And that's when our days and our weeks and our lives just become so rich with fun and spontaneity and being silly and being playful and being able to, even if a situation is really hard, like being able to be playful with it as well. Number 4, you feel deeply. Now, this is a gift. I know sometimes it probably doesn't feel like a gift when we have rejection sensitivity dysphoria, and it can feel like we're being rejected, or you're looking at things that are happening in the world at the moment, and we can feel so overwhelmed. We can get into despair. We can get into hopelessness. But I promise you, being able to feel deeply is a gift, because it means that also when you allow yourself to feel, you can feel the big, like more, I don't want to say positive, but like, yes, you can feel the hard, heavy stuff more, but you can also feel more joy, more awe, more gratitude, just more like appreciation for life that we have. And when we can feel deeply, this is when we also have such strong intuition as well. So these like come hand in hand. We can pick up on subtle things. We can notice subtle shifts. We can actually listen to like our body, our intuition has so much more wisdom than our mind does. There's only like a certain amount that we can process cognitively and like think about, and often we can get into overthinking. Whereas when we can rely on our body and our feelings and our intuition and our gut, like we have so much more wisdom we're able to tap into, and we're able to do that. We can tune in to like subtle changes in our body and our intuition and let that guide us. And because you care and you feel so deeply, like you give a shit, like you care about things that are happening in the world that just are not right. You care about creating a healthy, livable planet for like our kids and our kids' kids. You care about actually making an impact in this lifetime. And the feeling deeply, yes, it can feel hard when these things feel unfair and unjust, but that like the flip side of that is that yeah, you give a shit. And that is what makes you just the most amazing leader, is that it's because of cough that's coming on. I've been burning some Palo Santo and sage in here, so maybe it's just that. And because you care, people feel that. People feel cared for. You care about other people. You have empathy. You care for your team. You care about the world. You care about other humans. You care about animals. You care about nature and life on this planet. You care about your mission. And people feel that. And that is how, when you can lean into your feelings and lean into those, yes, it can feel intense, but it also means you care. And when you can just connect with that, that is when you can step into like, we need more leaders at the moment that care and that feel and that care about things. We need leaders that care and that have a big mission, and being able to feel deeply. Yes, it can feel hard sometimes, but it is such a gift, and not everyone has this. And okay, so number 5 is, your brain is running at 1,000,000 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour, like the Ferrari engine. And you will be able to think at lightning speed, which is probably why you finish people's sentences before they have, or you predict what someone might say, not always, before they've even completed it. Or you can see patterns between things and be like, oh, this is the next step. Or you can look at something and figure out how everything fits together, or draw, maybe it's, something that I can do is oh, this person should speak to this person, or oh, there's overlap in what they're doing, or their missions are similar. Being able to see and connect things at a much higher level, have this bigger picture thinking, and also be able to think at lightning speed and figure things out really quickly, which is such a gift. To be able to see that and to be able to be oh, it's this, or oh, this could be this thing, or oh, let's try this, or oh, let's do that. So yes, it can feel like it's running 1,000,000 miles an hour, but also being able to think and connect and see patterns, such a gift. Okay, number 6, you're probably very optimistic. Maybe with your time, maybe with your time management, maybe with how much you can actually get done in a certain amount of time, but also with seeing the good in people, seeing the good in the world, being optimistic about how things are going to plan out, and being able to, a situation can happen and you can kind of reframe it and be oh, actually, okay, how can we make the most out of it? It's being able to make the most out of a situation. Yeah, and even I feel this at the moment. It's even though there is so many hard things going on in the world, I still, and it's a lens that we put on. It's the glasses I put on are looking for the good in every person, looking for the good in every situation, looking for that. And we can train our brains to see that even more. But usually, if you have ADHD, you're probably more optimistic, more upbeat. Yes, you can get the lows and the downs, but focusing on the bits where you can see the good, you can see the reframing, you can see the other way of thinking about it, you can see the different perspective that maybe other people are missing, see the bigger picture, see the vision of how it could be, that. And just focusing on that, that is such a gift, to be able to bring other people along with that, to be able to cut through the noise and be yes, but it could be like this. Sure, we've done things this way in the past. It's maybe not working so well now, but this is where we could go, and bringing others on that journey as well. Okay. Number 7, you are probably, and I guess this kind of links with the optimistic piece, but you're probably amazing in a crisis. Okay, maybe a form or some admin or paying a bill on time or whatever. These are my personal ones. Could derail you and can feel really hard, or one tiny little task or email that you have to send can feel like this big thing, but actually some huge crisis happens and you can be really calm. And for me, there was a few instances of this I can think about, but one of them, there's a lot from expedition or endurance events. So I did this solo expedition across Hardangervidda a few years ago, just before COVID, actually. So I was alone for 12 days, winter camping, had all my stuff behind me in a puck, through the mountains, on skis. And I kept getting hit with storm after storm after storm. And it was taking me twice as long as I had ideally hoped it would take, and on good conditions it would take, because there was so much deep snow I was wading through. My puck was so heavy, I had so much stuff with me. And it would have been so easy to just be like, oh, I give up. I don't want to do it. Like find the nearest, ski to the nearest road and like hitchhike back to Oslo and like fly home, or just like get into despair and not get out of the tent in the morning and just not have the energy and just be like, oh. But it was literally like, I was able to be so cheerful. It's like, it's almost like a surrender, I guess, of like, well, this is it. And okay, here we go. This is it. Let's just get on with it. And there's so many people I know with ADHD who are exactly the same. And it's like the tiniest thing can feel like the biggest thing. And actually, the big, huge existential pieces, it's like, okay, what's the next step? How are we going to figure this out? Because our brains are amazing at solving problems. They're amazing. It's like, I remember I was once told years ago, what was it? See if I can get this right. It was like, you're amazing at solving problems. No, you're amazing at finding solutions for problems that don't exist. Which now I know is like ADHD. It's like, oh, we could do this, we could do this. It's like solving problems. And it's like, there's actually no problem here that needs solved. Like nothing actually needs solving. But it was like, great, there's a crisis, there's a problem. Let's go to work. And like, how do we solve it? And it's the same is true now. So what a gift not to, in some crisis or something happens and just be like panic and overwhelmed and like shut down, but be like, okay, here we go. What are we gonna do? It's like getting out the door can feel so hard at like a certain time in the morning, remembering snacks, remembering everything. But like literally, we were going to be kicked out of our rental accommodation when I was 7 months pregnant, and it was like I literally laughed. I was like, okay, cool. Let's make a plan. What are we gonna do? Ha ha ha! This is funny. So this is probably you as well. What a gift that there can be huge, big crises happening. And it's just like you're able to stay calm and able to tap into creative problem solving, be like, okay, how are we going to solve this? And actually, even probably have a bit of fun with it as well. Okay. Number 8, you are resilient, you are adaptable. Okay. So you'll have spent, like with ADHD, neurodivergence, you'll spent your whole life having to come up against like the standard way of doing things, quote, 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 unquote, and figuring out like this doesn't work for me and figuring out your own way and maybe having people say things and comments about you and having to work through it and bounce back and overcome so much more than someone else might, than your peer might have had to. And so you are resilient. Resilient just meaning that you can bounce back from any setbacks. There are setbacks and you take them and you bounce back and you come back stronger and you go again and there's more setbacks and you keep going and you keep going. And it's like being resilient, like almost, again, it's because we have these problem solving brains of being able to be like, okay, cool. Here is the problem. Here's the setback. How am I going to solve it? It's like we get into solution mode of like, cool, let's like move through this. Like what a gift that is. And also being adaptable. So knowing like, okay, this thing isn't working. I'm going to change it. Like, what are we going to do? Hang on, I was going to actually swap these next two around, which leads on to the next one is like, not only can you bounce back, but actually be able to pivot, to change direction. Obviously, the flip side of that is like shiny object syndrome and being like, oh, this new thing, I'll just go over here. Oh, this new thing, I'll just go over here. But actually, when you can drop back and you know that it is a genuine decision, you can make that decision and be like, okay, cool. Now we're going to pivot. Okay, we're flexible. Now we're going to go do this thing. Okay, now we're going to go do this thing. And like, that is such a gift, not being stuck to this rigid way of working or like how things have been in the past and being like, that's the only way. It's like, cool, being flexible, being adaptable, being able to change, being able to bounce back, almost like going in the flow with like when life is happening and just being able to like flow with it and be like, okay, cool. And I will go here and I will do this. And just like, that is such a gift, which leads into the next one, which is number 9, which is like being a risk taker, being fearless. And yes, sometimes the flip side of that is like, we can take risks that maybe endanger us or like can put us in positions where like, that was a bit impulsive. But when we can actually manage that risk and like calm our brain down and then still take risks, it's almost like we leave nothing on the table. We're like, okay, let's try this thing. Let's go do this. Like, what could happen? Ooh, I'll go and put myself in this position. I'll go reach out to this person. I'm going to do this scary goal. I'm going to go create this. It's like we don't get stuck in the trap of just like the same old, the same old. It's like, oh, how can I mix this up? How can I go and take risks? And actually having that courage, having that fearlessness, like taking these big, bold decisions and then acting quickly, especially when it's something we're interested in. When it's something we want to do, like we will freaking do it. So it's like having these big, bold moves, deciding what it is we want, going after it, and like just going all in on it. And like that is such a gift, just being able to change your life so quickly, being able to like go in a direction that like lights you up and just put everything into it. Which leads me on to number 10, which is you can hyper focus. Like what a superpower that is. You can hyper focus for hours. When you are genuinely passionate, excited, really into something, you can almost get like obsessed with it in the best way, that you can just turn your brain to it and it becomes this superpower that you can like, not only, it's not about like getting things done, it's about like what you can create. Like when you're in that hyper focus, in that flow where everything feels like it's just coming together and you just get like so into something, you can move it forward. Like you're doing deep work, your brain's thinking at the highest level, you're lost in flow, like you're relaxed, it's creative, you're just like, feels like you're channeling something, like all of your best ideas and the work is coming out. Like that is a gift to be able to do that. Sure, you can't turn it on for like taxes and admin and like all that kind of stuff that's like, oh, the paperwork, but you can for the things that are passionate for, that you're passionate about. And so the key with all of this is like, what lights you up? What do you love? And like focusing your brain on that, and you'll just get like the impact you can make in the world when you are focusing on what lights you up, when you are bringing others along with your energy, with your enthusiasm, with your fun and your silliness and your playfulness and your like flexibility and your risk taking, like all of that together, that is what like completely changes the world. And that's when it's like we're seeing things in a different way. We're creating a new model of how we can be in the world. We're creating a new model of like what we could have the world to be like, and bringing others along with that and helping others and lifting them up and caring about others. And it's not about like us versus them. It's like for everyone. And that is a gift. So there are some of the things I love about ADHD brains and I love about your ADHD brain. So I want you to have this and listen back to it whenever it feels hard or you're like, oh, I don't know about this. Like these are gifts, and pick one that really resonates with you. And like, how can you lean into that? How can you really like let that gift shine and just celebrate it? And then pick another one and celebrate it. Okay. Hope you have the most amazing rest of the day and the most amazing rest of the week. And I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye. Hey, thanks so much for listening. If this was helpful, please hit subscribe and leave a review. This helps get this work in the hands of more purposeful people. That is, more people creating bigger, scarier goals, making an even bigger impact in the world. And if you want to take this work deeper and work with me directly, head to the show notes and I've got all of the information there. If you've got any questions or if there's anything you're like, ooh, I'd love you to talk about that on the pod, please just get in touch. I love hearing from you guys. And I'll see you next time in the Scary Goals Club.